Hello, my name is Elizabeth Kaplanoff and I teach BSc Health, Wellbeing and Social Care. So, when we are talking about employability, there's several tips I'd like to give you. So, number one, think about your transferable skills. So, at university, there's lots of skills you can learn that you can take to the next level of your career, and I want you to try and write that in your CV. And it might be useful to do some courses. For example, when I was at the University of Bath doing my PhD, I did presentation skills, academic writing skills, and academic reading skills as courses, and I also studied an extra module in statistics. Now, I know for a fact that here at GBS you can do a self-study skill on Moodle to firstly become a better student and learn certain skills, but secondly to have those transferable skills that are very useful, such as again, writing skills, listening skills, presentation skills, IT skills, and so on. And obviously, in terms of transferable skills, we learn a lot of them as students, so it's really useful to then put that in our CV and write about it in a very clear way. Another tip that I've got for you, tip number 2, is talk to your careers advisor. I've always had a very positive experience, even as an alumni, as somebody who'd finished university. For example, I went on a training that told me my personality type and inspired me. I also got a lot of advice in terms of meeting different people. So they introduced me to a mentor who talked about their career experiences and gave me top tips. Also, I know that a lot of unis have links to good internships or volunteering opportunities. Sometimes they can talk to you about part-time jobs, which can be good for your experiences, which can be good for, enhancing your CV as well and giving you that experience. And also they can help you with different interview styles as well, which is what I found useful, really useful to practice different interviews. You could also talk about the STAR approach. So this is when you are having an interview. My top tip would be to use the situation, task, action, and response approach. So what was the situation? What happened? What did you have to do about it? What was your action? How did you fix it? And response. So what did you get out of it? What was a review and response to it? Another tip would be to use SMART goals, so planning your career pathway using that specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound goals. Basically making your goals small and making yourself accountable for every little step and breaking it down is really useful. And then in terms of doing psychology, so I'm a psychologist, I'm a health psychologist in particular. So in terms of doing that, I've got a tip for you that from this degree you can do a conversion to psychology BSc. Also, if you want to be an occupational psychologist, you can do that with a master's. For another degree for a CBT course, for an IAPT course, you can apply to that from this course as well, or with your experiences in listening skills and so on, but you might also need a master's. And then for me, in terms of my career, I worked in prison before, I worked with deaf people, I worked for a disabled kids charity as well called Whiz Kids, and my experiences have always been about networking, number one, about being yourself and leveraging your skills. So for me, the reason that I've got some of my jobs is because I'm very personable, I'm very involved, and I'm good at stakeholder management, and I've always been able to show that. Basically, I'm charming and helpful and friendly, and people want to either buy things from me or help me, or I can convince people, and I've always kind of made that very clear in interviews. And also quite often what you find for jobs is that it's a chemistry thing in terms of, do you like the people that are interviewing? Do they like you? Do you portray yourself as somebody who's going to be easy to work with and fun and a good teammate and quite relaxed and stable and rational when times get tough? Are you somebody reliable, basically? So it's about how you get on at the interview, how easygoing it is, as it were. But obviously, it depends on the job. There's different type of interviews. There's different things people are looking for. All right, good luck in your future careers. And that was my tips about employability. Thank you.